recently you've been using this term, Black Russian. Yeah, like, and I'm still trying to get to understand what you mean. And I remember listening to one of the tracks, I think it might have been the Black Russian track, and you had actually someone that was holding that you were talking in Russian.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, it smiles on some KGB thing. Like, what is really
like,
going on?
I can't lie, fam. This is what I want, though.
Yeah.
I like that whole, like, my brain works, bro. My brain works, bro. And when I mean my brain works, I mean, like, I don't sleep. I'm not a good sleeper, innit? I'm an insomniac. My brain goes. When it starts going, it goes, bro. And, like I said, my mom got sick. I started researching certain things, innit? So when I was in school, I was good at science, innit? So I already know chemical reactions and equations and stuff, innit? Bro, you see when I'm sitting in the doctors and I'm telling my mum about chemo and that, I'm saying, bro, I'm doing my research on the chemo, and I know chemo breaks down every single cell in your body, whether it's good or bad.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Exactly. So what I said to my mum was, if you're gonna do the chemo, then you can't be. I don't agree with her, but if you're gonna do the chemo, you have to put nothing but juice back in your body. So it had a juice and all that. You get me? And Lord behold, the day after chemo, mum's doing wallpapering and moving the yard around and everything there. You get me? But it's not until you get further down. But like I said, I researched that and I realized, yo, these men are making a killing of people. Like this whole medical thing, but they're making a killing, bro.
It's a massive
mad thing, bro.
Billions in the industry.
Mad thing, and my thing is like,
they need people to stay sick.
this is it, bro. So you could go to a nutritionist with the same problem that you got the doctor. The doctor's gonna give you antibiotics and tablets. The nutritionist is gonna give you a health plan. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's my thing there, bro. And I just feel like, man, just started to realize certain things and started to connect certain dots. And the dots, there's a lot of dots, bro. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of dots. And the reason I made it the Black Russian thing is like, I was watching a lot of news and stuff. And not just BBC News and Sky News, because they're like...
Russia Today.
Yeah, bro. Russia Today, Al Jazeera, all of that. Do you get me? Like, I clocked the whole media thing straight away, bro. Cause when my brother went to jail, they were talking a whole lot of lies in the newspaper. And I'm like, bro, like, that's not what happened.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? And then I started, bro, this media thing's a bit dodge, bro. And that's where it come from, basically. I'm starting to research, I'm starting to read. I'm seeing these men talking, literally all I saw in the newspaper, it started to come like the Matrix. I started to see like codes, bro. And I was connecting dots here, there, and all I could see was Black Russian, bro. The black youths were getting killed, the black youths were getting licked down, they were talking about Obama, and what he was doing and what he weren't doing. And then it was Russia invading Ukraine, which they weren't actually doing. All these things they're talking about. Like, and I'm like, bro, these people are lying, this bare face and this. You see what I'm saying, bro?
So why Black Russian?
Just literally because it was...
Is it anti-system?
It's anti-system.
Anti-establishment.
What would you hate more than a Black Russian, bro?
Yeah, a Black Muslim. Trust me.
Send me location. Did you get me? Like that kind of tip, bro? They hate. Like for me, at that present point in time, I felt like everyone was hating me. I didn't feel like I was getting much love from anyone. That's friends, family, everyone. I felt like I was by myself.
I remember you were saying.
Do you get me? Like, not to mention that it's Lex is my boy. The last mixtape we dropped was West London Live, and Lex is Russian. You get me? Like,
oh, is he Russian?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Where is he?
he's a bar, man. He's a bar. Someone called me the Black Russian one time, innit? And it stuck. You see what I'm saying? Not to mention on top of that, I feel like this project is strong and smooth. You get me? Same time.
Like a Russian.
Like a Black Russian.
Like a Black Russian.
The drink.
Oh, is it a drink?
You ever had a Black Russian drink?
I don't.
You don't drink, do you? You see?
Drink.
There's a drink called the Black Russian, alcoholic drink.
Cool.
And it's got coffee liqueur and vodka in it. So it's smooth, but it's quite strong.
Saying that.
Do you get me?
Alright, cool.
So you know this is what I'm saying, so you know me already, it's not just one meaning for nothing.
Yeah.
It's just a few bits and bobs, but it always ties in and it's relevant for everything.
But it's interesting because you know you're talking about how the newspaper articles started to make you see a different kind of perspective to things, and that's interesting because I remember listening to Sick of Everything, and I remember like there was little elements of news reportage that was in it, and then you went really deep with Black Russian when you had my man, I don't know who it was, he's a politician, he was saying, you know, people work from 8 till 5.
Yeah.
But I you know, they live for their Saturday and their Sunday, but I don't really think that system should be existing. Explain I feel like what you started to go through yourself as a person, you started to bring into your music.
I had to.
So what is that like? Who was that person on that track, and what is it? Like, what have you been listening to? And what's
I can't remember his name. I think his name's Alan something.
Okay.
Alan something. But you see me, I start to fall into the rabbit hole, bro. And I've been far down this rabbit hole, bro. Like I feel like a lot further than most, bro. You see what I'm saying? So my perception on a lot of things that a lot of people might talk about, I think it's relevant. I've kind of been there, read it, read 5, 9, 15 other articles, take 2 steps back and see the bigger picture and analyze it, or to break it down. You get me?
But the thing about that, it's a very hard place to be, because what I've noticed is like, you see me, like I started, I don't want to use the word woke, yeah, but I use the word enlightened. I started to get enlightened by a lot of informations and realizations more so very early, very early. I'm talking maybe 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Nobody was ready.
Yeah.
And nobody, like, I remember trying to bring back things to my friends. Man were just laughing. Yo, what's man talking about? I remember I was breaking down the story of Selassie.
Yeah.
Haile Selassie, you get me? The great Haile Selassie, you get me? Holy Haile Selassie, got to give him some respect on his name. And I'm trying to break down like the lineage of Haile Selassie and stuff like that, because I was just doing something, I was just out here reading, bro. And I remember that man were just like laughing, like, what? And man weren't taking it in. And what's really interesting is one of the people who I was telling as well at the time about very different informations, like maybe 10 years later, one of my originals, he started to really become enlightened. But see, the thing with enlightenment is you've got to be careful, because there's a lot of BS on the internet and online as well.
Of course.
I respected his enlightenment, but I felt like sometimes he was kind of going left.
Yeah.
Like, but in general, to get to what I was saying, in general, it's very hard for someone to go through what you've been going through. And that's probably why you felt like you weren't being supported by friends and people who were around you, because people don't know how to take you. When you're coming to them saying, yo, I've been reading this thing, like, and you don't understand now what you're doing there. Look, it's too much.
And this is
people
what
I like,
bro. And I know the information thing scares people, bro.
It's too much.
And people,
I've had to internalize a lot of much.
Yeah, people are joyous, man. People are happy in their bubble, bro.
Yeah.
See that comfy bubble, bro?
Yeah.
But I can't lie, bro. I gotta pop it sometimes, bro. And it's not, and like I said, it's not just to be a cunt or just to be spiteful, bro. Like I'm, like a lot of the time, like I say to my family all the time. See, when it comes to the food stuff, I'm talking about food and that, bro. I'm reminding myself a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like, man, know how fat Smilez used to be. So I'm reminding myself when I'm preaching to you lot and I'm over regurgitating information. I'm probably reminding myself, bro. On top of that, do you get it? And it's a lot of information that needs. I don't know, brother. I feel like me holding it in is wrong. If I've read something and I know it doesn't sit well with me, or it's facts or people need to know, I'm gonna share it, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Oh, do you know what it is? You know what I've realised? Because I think I've developed an ability to educate people. Yeah. And what I realised is that I have to know how to spoon feed.
Yeah, and you got to break it down in bits and bobs.
Yeah, you got to know how to spoon feed when it comes to informations. And I feel like a lot of people like yourself, and even my friend as well, and other people that I've met, it's like you lot are like, no, this is happening. You need to, and it's like.
But do you know, I was like that, but I think I've eased up like that now.
Okay. No, I don't think you are. To me, you haven't, because I'll take you in.
Yeah, because do you know how I tried to do it now? Because I tried to make. I've never really been the most articulate or book-bound person, and I can't sit down and read books like that. So I had to take my information from videos or audios, or actually listening to people talk and stuff. So for me, when I'm laying off the information to someone, I try to make it in a way where the man can relate.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, you see, if you was ready to and my man tried it, are you gonna have it?
Yeah.
He's like, no. Okay, so what makes it okay for them to do that to you? And these men haven't done nothing for you ever. Yeah, see what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro. You see what I'm saying? So even down to like things like Grenfell and all of that, bro, when I start breaking down the thing for man.
Oh, that's messed up, man.
For the man, then it's like, bro, we've been living here. They've done it under our nose for so long.
Bro.
My mum's old road has 3 coffee shops on the 4 corners. Out of the 4 corners on that road, that junction, there's coffee shop, coffee shop, coffee shop. I've been in Grove my whole life. I don't know no one that drinks that much coffee, bro. Yes. So obviously it's not for us.
Same.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These little things that keep coming in bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit. It's gentrification on a big process, bro.
Let's get into Grenfell a little bit because
oh mate,
that's something that still upsets me so badly, and I was very much incensed the other day when I seen these people. I think from was it Bexley Heath in South London that felt it was appropriate that they could reenact what happened in Grenfell with a cardboard box. And narrating people's voices saying, oh, I can't get out, and all the rest of it. That for me was absolutely disgusting. And that got me so angry, fam.
You see that there, yeah? See the same thing we're talking about with the internet and things like that, yeah? I feel like that video, yeah, did what it was meant to do to you.
What's that?
And to get us. When was the last time I feel like I love my black people, yeah? And I love us, and I feel like, but one thing is for me is, when do we take control of our narrative and say, yo, this is what we're gonna get angry together as a group about. This is what we're gonna do together as a group. This is what we're gonna come together and sort out. We don't do that,
We
bro.
don't come together.
And right now, this internet is a blessing and a curse, bro.
100%.
Because right now it's controlling everything. We're not controlling it. You got the phone in your hand, but you're not controlling it.
Yeah.
So you see the same way you saw that video, like, I refused to watch it. Someone sent it to me and I saw the first 10 seconds and I put it down.
Yeah.
I didn't let it bug me because I knew what it was doing. Do you get it? Because my thing is that I saw so many people on the internet going crazy about it and sharing it. And for me, I'm like just putting that more energy into it.
Yeah, someone told me that, so I took it down.
Like, yeah.
When I first saw it, I put it onto my Insta story, and someone was like, "Well, are you there?" And I'm like, "No." And other people were like, "Yo, you're just giving them what they want." And
Yeah.
I was like, "Do you know what? People are angry about this. So I'm gonna take it
Because
down."
for me, it's like, my thing is this, even down to the news and all these things, they made a big thing about it.
But just look at it. What's happened to them though? Did they get jail time?
Bro.
Family, do you see what they do though?
And this is my thing though. To be fair, I don't even care. I don't want none of them not to go to jail.
Bro, but like, it's...
How have none of them... Right, cool. These people, what they did, yeah? Cool.
We've got bridges left, right and centre going to jail for petty.
But check these lot that didn't go to jail for that fire thing, yeah, bro. No one in RBKC gone to jail, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And how many people have died, bro?
I know.
So, in that sense, where...
What is happening with Grenfell?
Bro, God knows, bro. For me, bro,
The block's still there, right?
yeah. You see what it is for me, yeah,
What
bro?
have they done to it?
Covered it up.
With what?
They've like a white sheet thing. But see for me, yeah, and the whole Grenfell thing, yeah, it hurts, bro. Yeah. So, and living in Grove, it's like the Twilight Zone, bro. Do you get me? Like that day after it happened, I got a call from my line manager from work to say we're opening a centre to take relief. I'm like, what do you mean, bro? Are the army not there? Are the Red Cross not there? Bro, where are they, bro? This is a humanitarian crisis, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
If it was a bomb in central London, they all would have been there. So where was they?
They don't care, bro.
You see what I'm saying? So my thing is that, so from that happened, you can kind of see, if you know how this system runs over here and how it thinks, they play with man's head and they play with man's emotions, bro. But where most people aren't think to it anyway, you're gonna go with it. And this is why internet goes the way it goes, bro. With the H&M thing as well, bro. Who gives a shit about a kid? I don't give a shit about a kid in a monkey top, bro. It doesn't bother me, bro. Because H&M is up their sales, bro. And these people seem to do this now.
It sells their story.
Exactly. So you call someone a nigger or call them racist, your thing's gonna sell off the shelves. Everyone's gonna be talking about you for a week.
Yeah.
Best PR ever. Because the black people always entertain it. They always scream and post it and say they're gonna boycott it. Like, I love my black people, bro, but sometimes we need to just say no, bruv. I'm not putting no fuel on that thing there, bruv.
Yeah.
Let it go, leave it over there, bruv. You see what I'm saying? That bugs me. That's what I say about when I see the Matrix and all that, bro. Because I can see it and I'm like, bro, just like plug out, fam.
It's hard, man, because like...
Because we're caring people.
It's like, even with me, it's like, people talk to me about like, my shows. Some people don't like my shows. They're like, oh fam, you know what it is? It's like, it's just dark in it. I don't want to watch no dark stuff. It's like, oh, why can't man do something about like, you know, when kids graduate? And I'm saying, what you need to understand is, unfortunately, is first of all, my shows don't glamorize or glorify no type of wrongdoing or acts of murder or violence. My stories take you on a journey where I'm trying to get to the moralistic core of what we can do to address these issues.
Of course.
Second thing is, unfortunately, bro, controversy
Sells,
bro.
people want to see that.
Like, I've got so many great ideas, and I've been having a lot of meetings recently that have kind of got me disheartened, yeah, because it's like people are not, they're not biting on the ideas. Like, I'm trying to move away from murder and stuff like that, and I've got all these ideas, and it's like, yeah, that's cool, but you know what? It's like there's always buts, but I'm like, yo, why can't we just do a show like this? Because there needs to be, because they know what the public wants.
And this is what I'm saying. They feed off man's pain, bro.
Exactly.
They feed off man's pain, bro.
I think you're right in terms of, you know, we've got to start turning our blind eye to it and saying, yo, I'm not even penny in that.
We need to create our own narrative.
I'm gonna pre that. I'm just gonna left that right here, and let's just, we're over here innit?
And this is it, because even down to like, I don't know, like, I've been working with kids, youth work and placing them, in total 6 to 19-year-olds, innit? But at the minute I'm working with the 6 to 13-year-olds. But bro, like, I've been doing this thing for like 10 years, bro. Do you get it?
So you'll see.
So the numbers thing, the numbers hasn't really changed for me.
In terms
like
of
that, of the children getting stabbed and killed, bro.
Yeah, could be known.
It's just the media has changed the thing. So now everyone's screaming, oh yeah, these youths are great. It's like, bro, it's been going on.
Yeah. If anything, when we were younger, it was more.
It was active, bro.
It was more shooting.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
shooting.
I'm not saying that I don't know the exact numbers. I'm not gonna say it's the exact numbers, but I know in my lifetime this has always been going on. Because you have to understand, like I was saying before, about our government that portray they need this, bro. Yeah. Because what they're talking about on the news, what they're talking about is giving the police more peas and more money.
That's how they bring through their legislation.
Exactly, we know this. And this is what I'm saying. So they'll make everyone think that the youths are going wild and crazier than they actually are, so they can put more jakes on the streets. Yeah. When really and truly, just give them a bit more peas.
It's true.
Every year that I've been working with this service or one of the services, they take peas from someone.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Do you get it?
It's crazy.
And that's how I'm looking at things now, because I'm starting to see the patterns.
Yeah.
So man's seeing the patterns, so man's acting accordingly, but people will look at me and say man's crazy more time. Yeah. Until they sit down and have a conversation and break it down.
That's why, you know what, yeah, like, I was even saying that to my brother, and I was saying, like, you see some of them, like even, I'm from Hards, isn't it? Like, sometimes you catch like an old Rasta man that you think has gone crazy, and he might come into the barbershop and he's talking a whole lot of, how can I put that, overexcited kind of like, what might just seem like ramblings. But bro, do you know what, yeah, when you actually go back and actually take in some of the things that he was saying, I remember one of them came into my barbershop one time, he was trying to tell man about toothpaste and how they're actually putting certain things in toothpaste. And he says, oh, if you're a man that's a Muslim or a Rasta, you shouldn't be even using toothpaste because they're using certain. And I was just like, yo, like, and this thing at the time, I was like, what's my man talking about? But a lot of things that he was saying came to pass later down the line that is true.
We're talking about that.
But we're too easy to just dismiss people as crazy when they're bringing a different narrative.
And this is it. And this is with me for time, bro.
Question for you though, because even for me, like, I'm noticing the sound is changing. In fact, the sound is forever changing. Like, even where we are now musically in terms of what's contemporary, it's so different to what me and you would maybe know as what we would have as our sound. Yeah. How are you adapting to that? Who have you worked with certain producers? I know it's not an easy question, but I know you're a man that's current though. So how are you adapting to how the sound has changed?
I'm gonna break in a little secret because you just said that. You see any of the tunes that you fell off the mixtape, yeah? When do you think any of them was made?
I don't know, maybe a while ago, maybe.
2015, most of it. After the West London Living mixtape, 2015, 2016, so I ain't really changed much, bro. But one thing I'd always say about my music is that I've always been relevant and I've never really gone with anyone's wave. So the music I've always made has always been Smilez's music, which is maybe why I haven't been at a higher level than I should have been. Do you get me? I think it's gonna take for everyone to jump. You know, when everyone jumps on it at one point, I think that's what it will be eventually. Do you get me? And I don't feel like I want to rush that because I'm happy with it. See, with the little 2,000 views and the little, I love that, bro, because it's genuine, bro. Yeah. You see, with some of these big platforms, your numbers and your actual thing you'll get lost in the source, bro. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Your attitude will start to change, all of that. Like, I'm old school. Yeah. So
it's better to have an engaged audience.
Exactly.
I hear that.
I'll get a message on my Facebook. I had a message after I did a tune about my mum.
Yeah.
From a girl on Facebook that said, right, this tune really touched me only because it's like, I've got a daughter.
Yeah.
And I've never really had to think about it, what she's gonna do when I'm not here.
Yeah, boy.
And
It's mad.
do you see what I'm saying? And that message there, bruv, but I'll take that over 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 views every day.
No, I'm with you.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I feel like, because I only say it because I feel like nowadays producers are really keeping this game alive. Producers are keeping these rappers alive, careers alive. So in terms of you, like in terms of production, have you got the 808s on there? Have you got any swing on there?
I got the 90Ps.
You got the 90Ps.
I got the 90P.
Well,
90P does a bit of everything, bro.
It's a legend, though.
You know 90P. 90P does everything.
Has he brought you into the current world a bit? Has he kind of like challenged you with that as well?
He does. Well, I haven't sat down with Matty for a while, but the last couple of songs we made, they were. Natty's always been different and futuristic.
Yeah, he's a
legend.
He's a legend in his own way.
Natty's always ahead of the time. So anything he gives me, I'm comfy on anything.
He's an older man, isn't he? He's an older man.
He's my age, right?
Oh, he's our age.
He's our age, man.
He's
like a year older, I think.
He's just got the head, though. He's got the.
Always has done.
Yeah, he's had the head.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, listen, like I really am looking forward to hearing this project. It's very good as well for me personally, just to see that you're back as well. I always say to like when I meet like younger people and stuff, well, just people in general, I always say to them, never neglect your passions. And I feel bad sometimes because I feel like I've neglected a few of mine, but I'm jumping back on a few things that I used to do as well. So it's good to see that you're back in your zone. And you know, like we always speak about the HOBB link up. I know you guys did Vectra show on Rinse and Shell down quickly.
Thing.
It'll be good to see more of that happening as well. You know, Flips is out now as well.
Yeah.
So we've got a chance he can bring Flips back into the mold of things as well.
He's got bars.
I know he has, but I know he's been taking his time to readjust to this. Like this is a whole different beast. But what I'm saying is, Smilez, welcome back, mate.
My brother.
And you know, we're looking forward to this project. I'm gonna be listening keenly. I'll be feeding back as well. Alright, look, that one there needs a bit or that one there is cold, you know.
Oh, we'll link up next week or something and I'll play the whole thing.
Yeah, let's do like an album. Listen.
Yeah, we could do that.
But I wish you the best of luck, and I think also just on a different level as well, I just got to salute you for being a true and honest person to yourself. Like, you have not flinched with what you believe in. You've not flinched with embracing who you are as a person and the change that you're making. And that is something that we really need to push even further, because I feel like we have a lot of people still who are not being themselves.
Entertaining for other people.
Let's be ourselves. Let's push a truthful narrative, because that's the only way we're going to push together as a people as well. And break those narratives that they're trying to enforce upon us.
Exactly. This is it.
So I salute you, man. And the best of luck, my bro. And whenever you need me, I'm here.
Oh,
So
come on,
firm
bro.
handshake as well.
This is the broken hand too, you know.
No, like you're still in the gym, still. I can't.
I'm in the gym for a minute,
And then you broke
guys.
my fingers with that.
I'll be fat with Smilez again real soon.
Oh, listen, you know what it is. Look, Raw Smilez, the Black Russian. Make sure you support him. Make sure you look out for him. My name is Aaron Roach Bridgeman.
But do you understand who we owe this money to?
To the bank guys, to 5
But
families.
who are these bank guys?
The 5 families.
Why don't they stand up, come here, and we could say,
Hello.
sit down, let's talk about it. I think we all work too much. I think that we've been brainwashed into being told that we have to spend all our lives working.